No, we were not. I was actually supposed to go to the track meet, but the weather was so bad. I just stayed home. It's like, Mama, don't come. Just stay home.
Mm-hmm.
And now, looking back on everything, I wish I was there. I regret not being there for my child.
Mm. When did you hear the news that there had been an incident that day?
Well,
I received an email saying that there was an incident, no phone call, no anything.
you know how
My instinct was
her
to,
instinct.
because Carmelo, he's the type of child to let me know everything that's going on. And it wasn't like him to not call me and tell me what was going on. So when I received the email, we have Life 360. So I went into Life 360. I'm like, wait, they said the buses made it back to the school, but Carmelo location is still stating that he's at the stadium. Like, what's going on? So I headed to the school, and that's how I found out what happened.
And how I found out, I was actually in a work meeting, and when she first called me, I thought it was because it was right after April Fools. I was like, "Oh, y'all playing this?" Because he doesn't. This is not him.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Oh, you playing? All right, whatever." But she was like, "No, he was involved in the stabbing." So when we heard that, I didn't know what happened at the time, and they kept us from everything. Like they kept us, so we running around from place to place, place to place, and it was a very everything was just moving so fast that day. I never forget when that it was just like everything. Then once we found out and got, he went to his bond hearing. The next the next day, somebody doxed us.
Mm.
Making, I don't want to say her name, but a lady started making this. They try to blame it on one person, not making it about race. But you had this lady that just went on to talk about white lives and all this other stuff, and now it went boom. The race car started about. That's how Jake Lane and all these other guys got involved in this. But at the end of the day, this was a kid situation that a lot of adults made it about their personal, well, how they really wanted to feel. This is the time they wanted to show on how this is how we really feel about y'all. And they used my son for example.
It sounds like you wish you had talked more, that you had said more, that you had got your story out more.
I call myself trying. Sometimes you could do the right thing, but it could be the wrong thing.
Did Carmelo want to get his story out more to the public as well?
He was trying to listen. He was trying to listen to what he was being advised.
Mm-hmm.
You know, hey, don't make it about race. Don't do this. Don't do this. So we was like, all right, we go again. We we played the game they wanted. We did everything a law abiding citizen supposed to. They told us don't do this. We did everything we supposed to. And he wanted people. Yeah, of course he wanted somebody. They got pictures of him being 17 on with a dress on, saying he could be raped in jail. Like all kind of these adults are talking about this child, but nobody's seeing it. Like nobody's seeing it. So we can't say anything. The other family, they go paint this lie that nobody still have exposed, that he died in his brother's arms, and it was
Oh,
all
that's
this.
not true. Because that is the
No,
narrative. Yeah.
no, you never heard it no more. The stuff was a lie. You heard about a bag. You never heard about a bag since trial. That's what I was telling people. A lie is temporary, but the truth lasts forever. It's
Mm-hmm.
just now, it's like harder now. I gotta fight to get the truth out with. Now he basically had to get the book thrown at him, 35 years in this county that basically I honestly feel as though that they manipulate us with a smile.
Mm.
They act as if they cared, but they really didn't. When they win the jury selection, we seen all the people with the jury selection. We were, I was like, baby, this is not right. But my wife is the type of person. I'm not gonna just say us. We're both the type. We try to be positive. Hey, we're not gonna look at it. That's not what it is. That's not us. That's what it was.
So even when you noticed there were no black jurors, it gave you pause. It made you want to say something, but you were still going along with the process.
Yeah, I was going on with the process because you don't know. There's a lot of times, and I hope this don't be controversial, but that's the first thing they do is they try to say we emotional.
Mm-hmm.
We don't follow instructions, right? So we did everything that we was advised and told to do, and look what happened.
So who was they? You said that they told you. Who was they? Was it your
The
defense attorney?
advisor, yeah. So we were because about him being 18. So what they did was they kind of played everybody against everybody, if you could say. I'm not going to say they played us against each other, but it's almost they had him scared, like, hey, this, I'm a lawyer, this. So as me being a father, all right, you're the guy, I'm okay with playing my position, and I don't want to overstep any boundaries. Everybody kept saying, hey, to beat this. I even went to some black attorneys. They're like, oh, you need a white attorney to go out there to fight out there. Remember they was telling us that? They kept telling us that. So everybody like, why y'all there? Everybody was telling us, okay. So then when we get it, they basically tossed them over. A lot of